I want to talk about the new assault battle that got dropped to us in a non-ceremonious random update post. It was not in the typical news and announcements forum post that one might expect. It just came to us in a generic update 2.6 Duel of Fate assault battle. I mean, that really it's in the game updates post, not in announcements, but whatever. So there's this post is really hard to read to me. If you read like I do, then this is a struggle, because first off, screenshots have blurry text. We have typos, misspelled words in there. There's inconsistencies, and then there's a comment at the top of it here that one thing we wanted to make clear, but I feel like this sentence makes it even more unclear what they're intending. So I try to break it down Barney style and present it in an infographic here that I think makes it a lot more clear. So for example, like tier 4, you need relic 5 characters. Tier 5, you need relic 7. Tier 6, you relic 9. That's pretty straightforward. Requirements are posted here on all of them. They all require Obi-Wan, Padawan, and Master Qui-Gon. The refreshes, I'm speculating on this tier 4 because, as we just pointed out, it's not on the website. But like the unclear stuff that they're talking about is that when you receive your rewards, these are like the indoor raid. These are not raid, but indoor escalation challenge tier. These are possible drops. Basically what they're saying is that every time you complete, for example, tier 4, you're guaranteed 5 million credits. That's a lot. 100 crystals. That's cool. And then additional drops. And it does say additional possible drops. Like, let's go back over to the website and check that out. Tier 4. Additional possible drops means, I don't know if that means you're going to get all 100, right? Or 50, don't really know, but it says you'll get one of the following relic mats and one of the following signals. And a lot of people, of course, we don't always know what these names are. I know what the pieces I need are, but I don't always know the names, especially over here. Like, who knew that's a quote fusion coil and a fusion disc? I got no idea. So I added the graphics here instead of these wonky tables that are pixelated pictures, and instead I've kind of broken it down again Barney style. So additional possible drops include one of the following relic maps and one of the following signal datas, and that is their own wording. But of course, you're not getting one. You're going to get some number of one of the type. So basically, you'll get one of these plus one of these. Yeah. So anyway, this table I think is a bit more clarifying, so feel free to use it when you're planning and strategizing and mapping things out. Now, they did add a new relic 9 tier 6. Notice they're not calling it, like, at least in the initial release too, they're not calling it like challenge tier 1, challenge tier 2, whatever. It's just tiers 1, 2, 3 through 6. And that challenge tier 6 does require relic 9 characters. You get the same 5 million credits as you do starting way back here at tier 4 for the relic 5 characters. But you do get possible drops, one of the following, either up to 5 Gerda keypads or up to 5 droid brains. That's pretty nice, but I ain't gonna lie, you should not relic 9 these characters just to get these, because at relic 8 you need these, at relic 9 you need these. So to get, I'm pretty sure you need these at relic 8, maybe you don't, but at relic 9 you certainly do. I think you need 20 of each, which means that at best, if you get 5, say, keypads, then you need to complete this event 4 times to get all 20 keypads back, 4 times for the droid brains back, so that's 8 completions. Then repeat for the other character, that's 16 completions. If this event runs once a month, and I'm just doing this in my head now, that's a year and 4 months to just recoup the keypad droid brain investment. Now, so am I saying you should never take these characters to R9? No, I'm just saying that if you do that, recognize it's a long-haul investment. Now, with that said, taking them to Relic 9 is also going to be beneficial, though, in the upcoming Naboo raid, where there's a new Relic 9 tier only. So, I mean, you can, kind of get some bonus points for that. But your actual payout in the Naboo raid is going to be variable based on not only your achievements, but that of the entire guild that you're within. So that's, you know, who knows. And then as far as like, you know, viability and GAC, keep in mind Relic 9 really only boosts I mean, it boosts everybody, but the substantial boost goes to tanks, and neither Padawan Obi-Wan or Master Qui-Gon are tanks. They are an attacker and a support unit. So going to Relic 9 isn't going to do for them anything that they're not already able to do at Relic 8. So will I be Relic 9ing my characters for this? No, absolutely not. I am in no hurry to do that. And I don't think you should be either, unless you just happen to have a lot of excess droid brains and keypads laying around and you want to spend them, then knock yourself out, have fun with that. But what is nice is at the Relic 7 levels, which I definitely recommend you do, at the Relic 7 levels over here, we are getting Zenbittle through arrow magnifiers and then a decent amount of data. But again, keep in mind, you get one of these plus one of these. So it's not like it's going to make or break anything. In fact, this payout system is really, it's very unique as all the other assault battles, and I think there's 7 of them currently, whether it's military might or places of power. At each of the challenge tiers, they pay out a guarantee. I think you get a guaranteed 6 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these. So when you complete challenge tier 2 and challenge tier 3, you're guaranteed, I think, 6 of these, plus 6 of these, plus 12 of these, if I recall correctly. I kind of feel like I prefer the current version, getting a guaranteed net 24 pieces, if I recall correctly, versus potentially only 10 of these. I'm not sure. I got to go back and do the math on it. But I actually, while I recognize this is a new event, which means added rewards, I kind of wish they just kept the existing reward structure also. Maybe that'll change later. Now, another reason that this comment up here is a little bit confusing, up here they say that they want to make it clear that it isn't necessarily easy to understand in game. Now, pause right there. Capital Games, hear me out. 100% of your players play the game. Think about that. 100% of the players play the game. So if you're going to put something in game, it seems that in game is where you should have the absolute maximum clarity. Not on a forum post that's going to be read by 10%, 5%, maybe 2% of the players. I'm just saying, you know, instead of having to clarify on a post, just make it clear in game. Okay, let's move on though. Is that the rewards table, singular, rewards table, rewards table, rewards table. Oh, so we have 4 rewards tables. That's clear. Is a pool for A tier, meaning, okay, a pool, not everybody's going to read that the same way. That has multiple potentials. Again, does it mean that this is the maximum you get? You get 20, always get 25, or sometimes get up to 25? No, that's not clear. Meaning you will not earn all the items in a tier. Okay, so now I can read that as you don't get all of them. But this says guaranteed rewards all of the following. Hang on, let's read that clarity statement again. You will not earn all the items in a tier. You will get all the items of the following. Yeah, that's clear. That's clear as mud, right? But we'll earn some of them. Now, you could say that that is specific to these, right, that are broken down. One of the following and one of the following, right? One of the mats, one of the signals. So if tier 3 is accurate, though, that you get all of them, then I have to admit, this is really good. This is really good because this right here gives you one 6-dot mod, boom, out the door, plus one upgrade right here. Right? This is kind of cool. So you get a 6-dot mod and then you get to upgrade it 1 tier. That's really good. But that wording up above that says you will not earn all the items, but some of them, implies maybe we don't get 50. Maybe we get 10, 5. I wouldn't be surprised to get 1. Which is why I left in this chart, they're very unclear clarification, kind of as an emotional reminder that this is why Leviathan needed 3 updates to work. This is why, as of today, in the secret, or in the what is the name of the event? The Separatist event, we still, on Tier 2, cannot beat General Grievous, even though that was acknowledged well over a month ago to be fixed, right? These aren't the Zetas you're looking for. Still aren't the Zetas you're looking for. I don't know, folks. So I'm just sharing this graphic, hoping that it provides a little bit of clarity on top of their clarity. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I don't mean to diss on CG. I really don't. But seriously, post announcements in announcements, because releasing a new assault battle is an announcement. Write things with proper grammar and punctuation. I mean, like, one thing we wanted to make clear is that it isn't necessarily... One thing we wanted to make clear that isn't necessarily easy to understand in-game is that the rewards table is a pool for a tier, comma. That's a run-on. That needed a comma at least in 1 or 2 places. And just in general, the grammar of this, the phrasing of this is like mind-blowing. Now, I'm an educator, and while I teach design and I've taught math and music, language is paramount, especially in a game that's built on rules, because this game is, if nothing other than, you know, inventory resource management, it is also an encyclopedia of rules, right? If a character's kit says do physical damage and inflict, or inflict and do physical damage, one of those happens before the other, and it actually matters, which is why some characters go into stealth and then inflict damage, whereas other characters do damage, go into stealth, and then somehow still get hit with retribution. Yes, I'm looking at you, Mara Jade, right? So it makes a difference. This game is very technical, so I would appreciate Capital Games if we can get some wording that's accurate, both in-game and on your forums, and then consistent with details, right? Refresh and no refresh. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. You know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll catch you later. All right, bye-bye.